Hi children, in the previous session we discussed about observation of nucleus in chick cell. So in this session I am going to explain about the structure of nucleus and its function. Along with the structure of nucleus and its functions, we also discuss cytoplasm and protoplasm versus cytoplasm. Okay, so in these three topics we covered in this session. Okay, first nucleus was named by Robert Brown scientist so in the year of 1831. Okay, in the year of 1831, actually Robert Brown had no idea about the functions of the nucleus. So the nucleus is also called as a control room. So because of the cell activities are controlled by the nucleus, so that's why it is also called as control room. Okay, so it is the largest most distinguished cell organelle that present in the cytoplasm of the cell. Okay, here already we discussed cell theory that proposed by the Schleiden and Schwann scientists. Okay, the Schleiden thought that the new cells were created from the nucleus and he called it cytoblast. So Schleiden and Schwann observed the different plants and animal cells and they would thought that the cells were created from the nucleus because of the nucleus involved in the cell division and that produces the two daughter nuclei and later it is divided as in a two cells. So that's why the nucleus is also called by the Schleiden is cytoblast. Okay, so here the all eukaryotic organisms are having nucleus in their cells except red blood cells of the human being and the phloem sieve tubes of the plants. Okay, these two cells that don't have nucleus. So remaining all eukaryotic organism that shows the nucleus. Okay, so it controls all functions and determine the characteristics of the organism. So because of there are many number of the organelles that are present in the cytoplasm of the cell. Okay, those all organelles that are under the control of nucleus. Okay, so the nucleus, that's why the nucleus is also called as cell brain, which is also called as cell brain, and also it determines the characteristics of the organism. So here the different organism that shows the different characters, the different characters are determined by the nucleus. Okay, so especially the nucleus that consists of genetic information and involves in the cell division. So here the Schleiden thought that the new cells were created from the nucleus because of the nucleus that contains the genetic information and it can pass the genetic information from the parent nuclei to the daughter nuclei. That's why the nucleus is also involved in the cell division. Okay, so this is a diagrammatic representation of the nucleus. So actually the nucleus spherical spear-like body that present in the cytoplasm. Okay, so the nucleus shows different parts. So the outermost part of the nucleus that is called as nuclear envelope. Nuclear envelope. Okay, these nuclear envelope so that are mainly double membrane. Double membrane. That's what the nucleus is also called as double membrane bound organelle. Okay, so if you see that, so this outermost portion of the nucleus that is called as nuclear envelope. In this nuclear envelope there are two membranes are there. One is outer membrane and second one is an inner membrane. So in between the outer and inner membrane, so there is a small space is present. There is a small space is present. That small space is known as perinuclear space. Perinuclear space. Okay, so actually this nuclear that surrounds the nuclear material. So whatever the nuclear material that are surrounded with the nuclear envelope, but this nuclear envelope not continuously surrounds the nucleus, so it leaves some spaces, and in these spaces some pores are formed which are called as nuclear pores. So just you see here a pore like structures present on the surface of the nuclear envelope. Okay, these are called as nuclear pore. Okay, so in the nucleolus and there is a genetic material is there. So that genetic material, so which involves in the various kinds of metabolic activity and produce the various products. So that various products are transferred to these nuclear pores and enter into the cytoplasm. So which means the nuclear pores are involved in the transfer of substances from nucleolus to cytoplasm. Nucleolus to the cytoplasm. Okay. Now the center Docken portion of the nucleus, so which is called as nucleolus. Which is called as nucleolus. So these nucleolus especially involved in the synthesis of different proteins and RNAs, especially the mRNA and etc. Okay, so the nucleolus is in a center-like dark portion that present in the nucleus, and it synthesizes the proteins and mRNA. So after the synthesis of these proteins and mRNA, so the mRNA molecules that moves from the nucleolus to the cytoplasm through the nuclear pores. Nuclear pore. Later it is involved in the protein synthesis. Okay, so next the matter that nothing but it is in a chromatin. Okay, so the thread-like portion or thread-like network-like structures that present in the nucleus, that is called as chromatin. Okay, these chromatins are thread-like structures. So especially it is made up with the DNA and proteins. DNA and proteins. The chromatin, so which is in a thread-like structure, so that present in the nucleus. So it form the chromosomes during the cell division. So actually the chromatin is a long thread-like network-like structures that present in the nucleus, and when the nucleus is involved in the cell division, this chromatin is condensed to form a chromosomes. Okay, these chromosomes are nothing but, so these are the hereditary factors. So because of, so it can transfer the characteristics of parents to the children's. Okay, so finally the nucleus is filled with a fluid gel-like substance, so which is called as nucleoplasm. Nucleoplasm. So this nucleoplasm is also contain DNA and RNA and different type of proteins. Okay, so this is in a brief structure of the nucleus. So coming to the part, the nuclear membrane. So it encloses the nucleus and separates from the cytoplasm. Okay, so the nuclear membrane, so it is in a double membrane bound organelle. So nuclear membrane is mainly made up of the two membranes. One is outer membrane and second one is an inner membrane. So the outer membrane and inner membrane, there is a small space is present, that is known as perinuclear space. Okay, so the outer membrane has some pores and these are called as nuclear pore, and these nuclear pores are involved in the transport of material from the nucleolus to the cytoplasm. So nucleolus, already told you, so it is in a synthesis of RNAs, ribosomal RNA, mRNA and etc. etc. So nucleolus involves in the ribosome biogenesis. Next, nucleoplasm. Okay, it is a gelatinous sticky liquid that supports the chromosome and nucleoli. So the chromatin, I already told you, it is in a thread-like material that present in the nucleoplasm. So these threads are condensed to form a shortened chromosomes during the cell division. Chromosomes during the cell division. Okay, so this you yeah, now the differences between the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. So already I told you in the previous session the prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So the prokaryotic and eukaryotic, so it is in a combination of the two words. The karyotic is in the same word in the both words. So the first word that I have in a pro and second one is in a u. Here the pro means primitive, here the u means true. Pro means primitive and u means true. The prokaryotic means, so it can, the organism which consists the primitive nucleus. Primitive nucleus. That primitive nucleus is known as nucleoid. So which is known as nucleoid. So if you see the any prokaryotic organism, so it has a genomic DNA, but that genomic DNA is not surrounded with any nuclear membrane. Any nuclear membrane. So here the nuclear membrane is absent. So just to see here, so it is a genetic material. So that is embedded in the cytoplasm. Okay, but not differentiated with the cytoplasm by the formation of nuclear membrane. So that's why the nuclear membrane is here absent. Okay, in the prokaryotic organism, the nuclear membrane is absent. The genomic material, nothing but it is a nucleotide or a genomic DNA that completely embedded in the cytoplasm or not separated with the cytoplasm. So coming to the eukaryotic, so here the U means true. U means true. So which means a true nucleus. So which means the nucleus which is surrounded by nuclear membrane, and this nuclear membrane separates the cytoplasm from the nucleus. So it is a basic difference in between the prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So in the prokaryotic organism, the nuclear membrane is absent. Coming to the eukaryotic organism, the nuclear membrane is present. Nuclear membrane is present. So coming to the another difference, so here the cytoplasm that shows only one membraneless cell organelles. So which are called ribosomes. Ribosomes. And remaining cell organelles which are not present in the prokaryotic cell. Okay, as you see here, the prokaryotic cell that contains cell wall, capsule, cytoplasm, and nuclei, and flagella or cilia, and ribosome. These ribosomes are membraneless ribosomes that are also present in the eukaryotic. So here the cytoplasm of the prokaryotic cell contain only one cell organelle, that is ribosome. Remaining all cell organelles which are absent in the prokaryotic organism. Now coming to the eukaryotic organism that shows a membrane-bound nucleus that separates the cytoplasm, and the cytoplasm that contain many number of the cell organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, chloroplast, Golgi bodies, mitochondria, and lysosomes, dictyosomes, and etc. etc. So these are the basic difference in between the prokaryotic organisms and eukaryotic organisms. So let us see the examples for the prokaryotic organism. So it is in a bacterial cell. So the bacteria that have a bacterial genome, so which is also called as a nucleoid. So it is not called nucleus. It is called nucleoid because of here the nuclear membrane is absent. So if the nuclear membrane is present, automatically it is called as nucleus. Okay, in the prokaryotic organism, the nucleoid is present. Okay, so it is in a circular DNA that controls cell. So the prokaryotic cell organism best example is in a bacteria. So along with the bacteria, so some other examples are also there. So these are the cyanobacteria or blue-green algae. Cyanobacteria or blue-green algae. So shortly which is called as BGA, blue-green algae. So these are the two examples for the prokaryotic organism. So coming to the eukaryotic organism, the plant cell and animal cell. So if you see the plant cell and animal cell, so it has a nucleus. Along with the nucleus, it will contain the cytoplasm. That cytoplasm contains many number of the cell organelles, that is mitochondria and endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, ribosomes, Golgi bodies, and etc. etc. Okay, now coming to the cytoplasm. So actually the cytoplasm, so it is in a fluid-like content endorsed by or enclosed with the plasma membrane. Okay, just to see these cells. Okay, so the cells they are moved. Which movement of the cytoplasm is called as Brownian movement. Brownian movement. So it is in a microscopic cell at 40x. Microscopic cell at 40x. Just you see that. So it is in a nucleus. So the nucleus, this area nothing but it is in a cytoplasm. That cytoplasm is mainly surrounded with the membrane which is called as cell membrane. Cell membrane. Okay, so the cytoplasm is in a fluid-like content enclosed by the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. Okay, so it also contains many specialized cell organelles. I already told you the eukaryotic cell that contains cytoplasm along with the nucleus, and the cytoplasm contains many number of the cell organelle. Okay, so each of these cell organelles have a specific function. So for example, the chloroplast is the chloroplast involved in the photosynthesis, mitochondria that involves in the respiration, so that we will discuss later cell organelle topic. Okay, so these cell organelles are enclosed by the membranes in, okay, enclosed by the membranes. So already I told you, in the prokaryotic, beside the absence of nuclear membrane, the membrane bound cell organelles are also absent. So like mitochondria, Golgi bodies, chloroplasts, and these all are absent in the prokaryotic cell. Okay, in the prokaryotic contain only the membraneless ribosomes. Membraneless ribosomes. So once again you observe. So the cytoplasm is moved here. Okay, so which is called as Brownian movement. Okay, so it is in a cell wall. Okay, so it is in a cell membrane that encloses the cytoplasm. So it contains the many number of cell organelles in the eukaryotic organisms. Eukaryotic organism. Okay, now the topic is protoplasm versus cytoplasm. Okay, for a long time it was believed that the essence of life was to a fluid found in the cell. What is the fluid? That is protoplasm or cytoplasm. Okay, hence this was named as protoplasm, which means life fluid. The protoplasm means life fluid, and before the invention of the nucleus, so every scientist that believed the essence of life was stored in the fluid that present in the cell. What is the fluid? The fluid is protoplasm, okay, which means life fluid. Okay, in that fluid there are many number of membrane float particles are there. Okay, after the invention of microscopes, so scientists observe the various membrane float particles that are present in the live fluid. Okay, so after that the invention of cell organelles and nucleus, cell organelles and nucleus. So the protoplasm that divided into the cytoplasm and nucleus. So it is in a began to be understand that the life resided in this organelle because of whatever the fluid, that nothing but it is in a protoplasm that contain many number of the particles. Those particles are called as cell organelles, and these cell organelles have a specific function. So that function so decided the different factors that are present in the living organism. So in particularly the material inside and outside the nuclear membrane was differentiated after the discovery of nucleus. So the Robert Brown identified the nucleus. So after the identification of the nucleus by the Robert Brown, so the nucleus is separated from the protoplasm. Okay, now the protoplasm is divided into the two parts. One is in a cytoplasm and second one is in a nucleoplasm. So the fluid inside the nucleus, which is called as nucleoplasm. The fluid inside the cell, that is called as cytoplasm. So the substance present in between the nuclear membrane and cell membrane. Okay, whatever the fluid which is present in between the nuclear membrane and cell membrane, so which is called as cytoplasm. Nucleoplasm means so the fluid inside the nucleus, because of the nucleus is surrounded with the nuclear membrane. So inside the nuclear membrane, what is present? A fluid-like structure is present, that is called as nucleoplasm. Okay, cytoplasm from the nuclear membrane to cell membrane. So there is a fluid is present. That fluid is known as cytoplasm, and it contains many material or granular-like structures which are called as cell organelles. Okay, so now you write the answers for these questions. We write about the brief structure of nucleus within a neat labeled diagram. So I already explained about the structure of nucleus and its functions along with the diagram, and why nucleus is called as cell control room. And the third question is differentiate the prokaryotic and eukaryotic organism. Okay, thank you.